Hey guys, it's Kiki and I'm back with another video. In today's video, I'm going to be talking about all the equipment that you need to start a YouTube channel. YouTube is a really great place to share your story, promote your business, make a little bit of money, okay? Get connections, like gain exposure. If you have been thinking about, wanting to start a channel, you should go ahead and just start. Like, just do it. Just come on. We need you. If you want to learn a little bit more about the equipment that I use to film my YouTube videos and the equipment that I think you should get if you are starting a YouTube channel this year, just keep on watching. Also, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. I'm on the road to 10K. Help a sister out, okay? Without further ado, let's get right into the goodness. Let's get into what you clicked on this video for. You need to hear the equipment, okay? The first thing I'm gonna say is probably contradictory to this entire video. Honestly, when you're starting your YouTube channel, I don't think you should spend a lot of money on equipment, because I have a few friends who were interested in starting a YouTube channel and they went out and they spent thousands on equipment. Like, I mean, they spent some serious money only to find out that YouTube wasn't for them. So like, YouTube is an interesting platform and it's not for everyone, but there's so many other platforms that are cool, like TikTok and your own personal blog and Instagram, and maybe those platforms are for you. I would at least test out YouTube, make a few videos before you make any substantial investments into your channel. For those people that want to spend money, what they should get into. But yeah, so the main thing that I think you could start with is your phone. I think you should film your first two videos off your phone. This is a biased opinion, but I think iPhones are the best. I would say anything like iPhone 8 or above. If you have an Android though, and you feel that your camera takes great quality videos, then that's fine. The only thing is, when you're using your phone as a camera for YouTube, make sure you're turning your camera sideways like this, opposed to vertically like we normally hold the video. If you turn it horizontally, most people won't be able to tell whether you're filming off an iPhone or another type of camera. I think your iPhone could be your starter camera. I know a lot of people and a lot of YouTubers with millions of subscribers making a ton of money on YouTube, and they only ever filmed off their phone. Once you decide you do want to spend money on a camera, the camera I have now, and I absolutely adore this camera. This camera is my life, and this camera makes being a YouTuber so easy for me, because I feel like there's so many other roadblocks along the way that, like, you don't need your camera to give you issues, and this camera does not give me issues. It was definitely worth the money. But I have the Canon G7X Mark III. This camera is the most popular YouTube camera. I think it's perfect because it's good for vlogging, it's good for sit-down videos. For one, it's super user-friendly. Now, when I tell you, y'all, if you're just a regular person off the street and you have never dealt with a real camera, some of these cameras are serious. Like, a lot of these cameras are very complex, and my first camera was a little bit more complex for me. So I think this camera, the Canon G7X, is a really good starter camera because it's simple. You literally turn it on and record, and you're crystal. You guys can see my quality. It's crystal clear, okay? This Canon G7 gang. There's two main ones out right now. There's the Mark II and the Mark III. So basically, the Mark III has everything the Mark II has, but the Mark III allows you to have a microphone, which you guys can see I have a microphone now. But the Mark III allows you to connect a microphone to your camera, and it also allows you to live stream through your camera. And I think it's supposed to be a little bit better quality, but no, it's really the same. The biggest difference is the microphone port and the ability to live stream. Really, when you're deciding what camera is for you, you need to decide, like, hey, do I think I need a microphone for my type of content? Or hey, do I think live streaming is, something important to me and something that I want high quality content. There are other cameras, but that's just what I use and that's what I recommend and stand by. The camera is pretty pricey because I think Canon knows that it's just such a great camera in so many ways. So definitely look on like eBay or Amazon for any deals that you can potentially find, or even Best Buy for like open box deals. Next category of equipment that I'm going to talk about is lighting. Lights, camera, action, okay? I really want you guys, if you're starting a channel, to try and be more minimalistic for your first few videos, and then, slowly buy equipment. I don't think it's like a good idea, unless you're just rich or you just have been saving for years for this, to just buy everything in one sitting. I think it's good to buy things gradually so you can learn how to use them and spend time with each item, and then it's like not as expensive. Also, back to lighting. Honestly, y'all, you can sit in front of your window. So if you have the ability to film during the daytime, you can literally open your blinds, sit in front of your window, and you should be able to film high quality videos. Natural sunlight is a blessing and we should be taking advantage of it. So when you're just getting started, definitely just sit in front of a window. It's amazing. It's the best lighting we could ever ask for. But when you're ready to invest a little coin, okay, I really recommend you get a ring light. A ring light is the best option. The ring light that I have cost me about $99, and I think it might be cheaper now because maybe there's more competition, but I looked on Amazon and I think it's like $79 now. But it's totally worth the money, and I'll show a picture and I'll link it below. But I'm the type of person where I'm a night owl, guys. First, I'm a night owl, and I typically am at work all day. So most of the time when I do get a chance to film, it's dark outside. Like, I just can't help that. And with me being a night owl, I typically get bursts of energy to film at night. And I film most of my videos at night. So filming in the sunlight isn't really the most ideal option for me, so I decided to get a ring light. I think ring lights are super convenient because they are at least my ring light is a tripod and a ring light. So I'm saving money on a tripod, and I have lighting. And my ring light's super cool because it shows, like, you can do different settings. So, like, I'm actually filming with it right now. So as you can see, I can change the settings to make it more warm. I'm feeling this warm vibe. Are you guys liking the warm? And then if I want it to be more cool, can do cool. And then I typically feel like I have it somewhere in the middle. And then it can go brighter if you want to just be super bright, lights, camera, action. Or if you're okay with it being a little more dimmed down, you can do that. I still think it's super beneficial to own a ring light. You can use the ring light for like Instagram photos, or like if you just really want to take some cute pictures. I think it's still nice to have. It's also a really cute decoration to have in your room, and normally like a conversation starter. Next piece of equipment that I'm going to talk about is audio. So for me, for the longest, I literally just use the microphone off my camera, which I think is fine. I was able to do all the videos that I created on my channel without a microphone. So I don't think a microphone is necessarily a need. It's just something when you start to grow your channel and you want to improve, it's something you can look into. So a couple different microphones. There's a lavalier, which is kind of like what I'm wearing right now. And then there's a Rode mic, which I will insert a picture of. Really, it's gonna depend on the type of camera you have. And I think with the lavaliers, if you're able to get a wireless lavalier mic, it will change your life, because if you're out vlogging, you'll be able to use that type of microphone and the cords won't get in the way. Then I think a Rode mic would depend on the type of camera you have. For my camera, a Rode mic is not practical because the camera is so small and that mic is big. Here's like my Rode mic. It's not the actual Rode brand. It's like a generic mic. And then this is the lavalier mic. So for my type of camera, a Rode mic isn't really appropriate. It's just too big because my camera is kind of small. But the lavalier mic works fine. If you have a bigger camera that has like a detachable lens, this mic will be probably what you're looking for. Next area that I'm going to talk about, which is actually extremely important and it's kind of a hot topic, but editing software. You have to edit these videos, people. Like, there's no one takes, okay? It's 2020. We're editing video. Editing software can be tough. Me personally, I use iMovie on my MacBook, which comes with a MacBook. So if you have a MacBook already, then you're kind of golden. Also, I know PCs have a software called Windows Movie Maker. Both are very basic editing softwares. iMovie's not like super luxurious, and Windows Movie Maker definitely is not super luxurious. but it gets the job done. If you don't have a computer, because that in itself is a huge investment and huge purchase, that can be $1,000 plus, a good way to edit your videos is off your phone. You can download the iMovie app on your phone if you have an Apple phone. It's $4.99, so that's $5. I think it's worth the $5 to just go ahead and download it on your phone, and you can pretty much do everything that you could do on the computer. And it's more convenient because if you film your videos off your phone, you're literally just editing. You're filming and editing off your phone. In terms of learning how to edit, so for me, I always naturally knew how to edit because I used to be in like a broadcast journalism, media studies major. So for my school, like I had to edit videos. So luckily from that, I've always known how to edit. But if you don't know how to edit, I recommend getting on YouTube. And this kind of brings me to my next point. When you're starting a channel, you have to be resourceful, people. I need you to be resourceful. You need to be on Google, be on YouTube, and figure it out. There are a ton of videos out there that will teach you how to edit on your phone, how to edit on iMovie on your laptop, how to edit on Windows Movie Maker. If you don't already know how to edit, you're just going to have to take your time and learn. I would tell you, editing's super easy. It is time consuming. You do have to like be kind of more detail oriented, but editing is something that you can definitely learn. Just be resourceful, watch videos, you know, Google, do what you need to do, but those are the editing softwares that I recommend. Aside from the equipment, I just want to talk about a couple of apps that you might want to download when you are starting a channel. First app is TubeBuddy. So y'all, TubeBuddy is my life. Like, I could not be a YouTuber and I cannot function without TubeBuddy. So basically what TubeBuddy is it's this app that kind of tells you whether or not your video is going to get views. In a sense, it lets you know what videos are searchable, kind of give you ideas on how to title and tag your videos, and it lets you know where your videos are ranking in YouTube search, which is super helpful for me because it helps me come up with searchable titles. So if let's say my subscribers aren't necessarily watching my video, I can still rank for a certain category and be able to get views that way. Super, super important and needed for growing your channel. I do have a whole YouTube series where I get into how to title and tag your videos and how important that is to growing on YouTube. So if you're interested in that, check that out. It'll be linked below. I use TubeBuddy for Google Chrome, so I use the Google Chrome extension. That's what works the best for me. The app I don't really like as much, like the iPhone app I don't really like as much. So if you are going to be doing everything off your phone, maybe look into some other alternatives for TubeBuddy. But if you are editing on a computer and you have Google Chrome, 100% recommend TubeBuddy. Another couple apps I recommend are apps to create your thumbnails, because thumbnails are super huge. Your thumbnail needs to look right so people will click on your video. Like, that's it. That's all. Fonto is a really cute app to download. It kind of helps you have really cute fonts. Like whenever you see people with the really big fonts, that's Fonto to me. Adobe Spark is another good app. This is actually the first app that I downloaded when I started YouTube. So if you don't download anything else, I think Adobe Spark is a really good app to start with. Adobe Spark's good. I don't use that as much anymore, but it's still a really good app to use. PicMonkey is what I use now for the most part. It's literally the easiest app to use. I love PicMonkey. It's low-key my life. To me, it's just very user-friendly. And the Eraser app, shout out to my friend Erica. She just put me onto this app. Eraser, you can basically like let's say I was taking a thumbnail now, I can like erase my background and make any background, which is super cool, especially when you want to like act like you're like in a library or at the store or something. I believe all these apps are free. They all have like upgrades, but I've never paid for any upgrades. So yeah guys, that is kind of an overview of some of the equipment I use for my YouTube channel and equipment that I think you should use if you're thinking about starting a channel. These things definitely matter, and it definitely helps grow your channel, and it helps you as a creator create videos when you have all the tools and resources that you need to make incredible content. If you're a YouTuber, let me know what equipment you use. But yeah, if you're new to my channel, please subscribe. I would really appreciate it. Turn on your post notifications, and I will see you guys in my next video.
Hey, that probably take 'em. That shit up.
Kikiholly.